My YouTube friends, this is Patlu Pandit, Omkar Nath Razdan, as you know. Thanks for viewing me. I think so far your viewership is coming in hundreds, not hundreds, hundreds and odd so far in the last video. Thank you, I'm told I must thank you. Now today is a very auspicious day, and to start with every pleasant thing, we must not forget the unpleasant things. Because if we don't forget them, if we forget them, then they will keep us haunting. I'll show you a couple of pictures in New Delhi, showing various areas which needs attention, particularly on this date. Are you seeing some pictures?
Yes, we are seeing. You can probably scroll on the opposite side.
Is it okay?
No, the opposite side. Yes.
Okay.
This side. Yes.
Viewers, can you see this?
Now we can see.
All right, there are very interesting things there in these pictures. And this is in the most dense area of New Delhi. I won't highlight the area because I don't want to focus on any particular area. Unless on this good day, nobody should feel bad. But we cannot forget darkness while seeing the bright stars and bright spots around. I am done with these pictures. Thank you very much for lending me this one. Now, gentlemen, I will start with a good note. You may be knowing that Amir Khusro Sahab was one of the principal disciples of Hazrat Nizamuddin Auliya. Auliya was born around 1298 and 1225 he expired. Then in 1325 Amir Khusro was perhaps born. I know exactly. But that is why they were 13th century people. And in fact, Amir Khusro, I can see my note, was born in 14th February, I know the date. So what happened, Amir Khusro gave an idea to Hazrat Nizamuddin Auliya that we should celebrate the festival in this country of the spring coming in. And then they started showing spring, neither in green nor in that just Bhagwad color or otherwise it is orange. So he introduced this yellow color. On this day, this yellow color signifies happiness and excitement. And so along with the brilliant elections that we were going to have, I hope we have better elections than Donald Trump had in that place. So to start with, I will request a very professional artist to sing a vocal song which was very dear to Khusro Sahab. Over to my artist. She has told me not to give her name out, so that she perhaps expects a lot of people to say that artist, we want to hear her on the screen. If need be, I will arrange a big screen in some auditorium if she gets more than 150 views in 3 days' time. Over to the artist.
बाट चलत बोले कगुआ पगुआ ब्रिज देखन को चलुरी आई बहार बसंत ऋतु फूले आई बहार बसंत ऋतु फूले रसीले लाल को ले अंगवा पगवा ब्रिज देखन को चलुरी.
I would like to cheer her up. Rest the viewers will decide. Now mainly what Khusro Sahab conveyed to his, I would say, his Ustad or his Guru or whatever you call him, Hazrat Nizamuddin, let us on this day transcend religious barriers if there are any, or conflicts if there are any. Let each one hug every other person, and they sang a lot of qawwalis of, and that is the concept that has made this country, this subcontinent survive without too much of unrest. And in fact, World War hardly had presence in India, except that towards the end when Subhash Chandra Bose Sahab walked into Burma, east of India. Done with that. Now Basant Panchami is therefore a nice auspicious occasion to start our elections also. Since I am totally apolitical, I only hope the best person comes to power. And as far as some photographs that I had to show have been shown. Now let us stop. I think now from tomorrow morning onwards, 48 hours term starts. There will be no conversing. So I only want to give. I'm pretty old. I think I'm among the oldest members, even among the parliamentarians. As you know, my credentials, 4-5 थोड़ा सा पढ़ा लिखा मैंने भी है, and I was not a bureaucrat. I was a technocrat, so-called technocrat. And that said and done, something pains me all the time. I am now speaking in the capacity of an plus 80-year-old young man who is on the move all the time, walking through the worst areas of Delhi and best areas of my thoughts only. I drive my Alto of 2013 or 2012 December vintage, and I was saddened by the training that our parliamentarians across the board are giving to us. Unfortunately, I witnessed, it is unfortunate because I shouldn't have witnessed it, when President Donald Trump of United States of America was giving his acceptance speech. Or was it acceptance speech or it was inaugural? It was inaugural speech. He literally insulted the previous cabinet, sitting on his left side, which included Bush, which included, of course, ex-President Bush, ex-President Clinton. They were all sitting in the second row. In the first row was President Biden and his deputy who fought the election for president, Kamala Harris and others. There is nothing that Donald Trump didn't say which wouldn't have hit like a bullet the hearts of the Democrats, particularly the president. He said nothing had gone wrong in their period. They had done this wrong, that wrong, that. Even I got excited sitting in my 10 by 12 drawing room at home and said, yaar, ye aaj nahi, didn't he have better language to talk about his whereas we are not used to that, we don't do that. But we seem to have compensated it, which I saw today. Today, my friend, leader of the opposition, LOP, he has got a Kashmiri Pandit descent. I also have stamp of a Kashmiri Pandit. But as I say, I am a different kind of a Kashmiri Pandit who has different ideas of humanity. Unless we learn to live nicely, there is no chance of survival. What was transferring between Mr. Gandhi, the present LOP, and the speaker? He was talking about some chakravyuh. Obviously, it means obstructions. And I'm referring to. And it was so unpleasant that he was showing photographs. The more the speaker was objecting, the more he was showing the photographs. Speaker was objecting to names. He said, all right, can I call them X and Y? People like the people who were watching it, what training were they getting? Mercifully, there was no shouting, not too much shouting, I hope. We should, for God's sake, while we say we belong to a culture of 5 to 7 to 8,000 years of, and Islam is only about 1,500 years old. Christianity by itself is about 2,500 years old. Judaism will be little. No faith is older than ours. And I think in no faith, except the acknowledgedly under possessed of knowledge faith. I'm not comparing ourselves with the people in, say, some African country where people last week have been eating their own colleagues who died in an illegal gold mine or something they were harvesting, and they died and they were eating themselves, which those who were recovered from the deep mine. So I am appealing to, in my capacity as a so-called educated person, for God's sake, give our people, set an example by deciding, by having a class before every parliament session. For this little presentation I am doing to you, my people who are at this time working as my staff, or you can say not staff, that is one of my friend's wife has a lot of staff, but that not staff. They are my very close friends and relatives who help me out. I suggest this should be give it a thought to this. Please teach us how to discuss things. People understand what you are saying. So you don't have to dramatize, which has become a way of doing things. There used to be election in some RW. There the buzzword was, if you are not having anything to say, create noise, make sure that meeting doesn't take place. So anyway, that is one. Second thing I want to say is again very important, for which we cannot wait. Health and hygiene is, the other day we were talking of ammonia in water. Now I was supplying water as an officer in Agra and Srinagar, and also later on, at that time I was a little senior, I was overlooking the supply of water and services of other services in number of places. And I know the pain if you are getting impure water. I only know that we are also consuming jal board water. But I don't trust any water, no RO, no branded water. We have been for the last 25 years burning CNG and boiling water and drinking. Water has never let us down. Of course, boiled water has never let us down. So therefore, if there is it's a minor thing, don't make it an issue. Friend Arvind Kejriwal, I was wearing a shirt of India Against Corruption with Anna Hazare's this thing there, or Main Anna Hoon slogan. In fact, under this sweater I am wearing that. I didn't want to look political today, therefore I didn't wear this shirt. This is not fair. Extreme. He may win this government too. I won't comment on those lines. But it was not in the fitness of things. Worst thing. And then of course I had a nice pleasant laugh when the Prime Minister said, does it mean that government of Haryana was sending water to kill me in Racecourse Road, or whatever it is? Now again I would be sounding as if I am a BJP person and anti. On the contrary, BJP by the time will know that I was all fast unto death. I have said it 2-3 times. Along